So you telling me right now, right? In 2001, you coaching the Washington Wizards, right? And they say, you got Kwame Brown. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why, yo?
That's it.
Why?
I'm just saying, that's who you got to work with, brother.
But why you think Kwame was trash, though? Honestly? Why you think that?
Honestly?
Yeah, honestly. Honestly, I feel like most of the guys that came in 6'11", 6'10" up had some type of something, man.
No, okay. The talent, skill, it was rough, right? He needed skill.
He was out of high school.
He was out of high school, so...
That's him and Tyson Chandler.
Yeah, so
right?
basically he was raw talent, right?
Yeah.
Fast, quick. The problem, what is this? If you know you're lacking something, you work on it.
If you don't know you're lacking something, how can you work on it?
But then that's the problem.
You're supposed to be told by the people who draft you what to do.
Or you're basically, the problem is this. If you think you are it, or you think you know it, right? We all been there. If somebody thinks they know everything, I know, I don't want, you're not accepting anything, right? You're not accepting knowledge because you think you know it. That's the problem. Hey, man, you need to work on your post moves and do all, I'm good, don't worry about me. Okay, well, you need to get in shape. We need to do this. I've been doing it on my own.
That's 90% of the players.
That's being hard-headed.
But that's you're being hard-headed.
Well, once we got our name called, we all became hard-headed.
That's 90% of the players.
But like you, right? You go against the grain, but you know you're doing it on purpose, right? Like, if I say, all right, Rashad, we're going through the shootout, you're going to be like, I ain't shooting. But secretly, you taking 10,000 shots, right, to get your shit ready. Him, I'm not taking 10,000 shots. Fuck that. That's the problem. That was his problem. His problem wasn't that he didn't have the skill. The problem is he didn't want to do nothing. Like, it came to the point where it's like, I'm scared to try and fail. I'd rather just not do it and then blame something else.
But what you're doing right now is you're validating the fact that he feels the way he feels because he was good enough to do that. You're good enough to feel that way. Now, you're not good enough to feel that way because you didn't get better, but you were good enough to be number one. You were good enough to have everybody envious of you being picked number one. You not getting better, yes, that's on you. Okay. But to say a motherfucker not good, that's different.
Wait, no, it's not. You're not good. You were good. The problem is you were 18 good.
He was good. 11 years in the league good.
That was 13
that career.
That was cheap.
But look, this is what I'm saying. So let me translate that to the whole word bust, right? It's a very triggering word for those who didn't reach the expectations that were put out for them. Some people don't understand that dynamic. When you have an expectation and you fall short, what trauma that does to anybody who thinks it's a joke.
Yes.
It's traumatizing. I know about being called a bust. I wasn't number one pick, I wasn't number three, but I had an expectation.
But what stopped it? Injury.
Me.
No injury.
No, it wasn't injury. It was me. I stopped me.
Oh.
I stopped me.
See, but that's... Thank you. That's the difference. You're admitting you stopped you. That's the problem there.
Right,
he can't admit that, hey, they were picking on me, so I didn't want to be in. Like, it's
but you know why? You know why?
No, I know why.
Because they're still picking on him.
No, I know.
Still picking on him.
I was there when he got there.
I was there.
He can't. Speaking of that, Kwame, I said nothing bad about you because I know how he get
can't
on.
look. This is what I'm saying, though. It's not a defending
I'm
thing.
Say this though.
He can't say it's me when y'all still picking on me, making me feel like it's you.
But it's
but that's the problem.
You those who can't do and those who literally could not do.
Right.
Like
he could do, but that's
he could do, and he just didn't.
He just didn't do it.
That's what I'm saying. It's easy for him to say, "Hey, listen, you know what? I looked up to these dudes, and they were picking on me, and as a young kid, I didn't want to be around that. So I didn't want to be in the gym with them. I didn't want to stay after with them. Like, I didn't want that. Like, this was these two motherfuckers was a negative environment for me. Doug Collins was fucking, I didn't want to be there. Right? So I'd rather just be at home. I didn't want to go to the gym. You can say that. That is reality. But don't pretend it's everything else.
That's real. That's real.
Like I said, like when I got there, I said, I thought I was the shit, and reality kicked in. I'm not that good. I'm not here yet. I was depressed. I'm sitting on the bench. This is not the NBA that I thought it was. I'm not good enough. I am depressed. I wanted to go home. I said I can admit that. And Mark Jackson was like, no, dog, you him. We just got to practice.
But that's what I'm saying.
You have, if you can't admit something and you think it's everybody else's fault, that becomes a problem because you're not trying to grow.
I get it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's real.
You're not trying to grow.
But when you're put in a position to play 13 years in the NBA, right? 13 years?
13 years.
Whatever I did in those years are acceptable for me.
Okay.
So if you don't, outside of what I accept what I've done with my years, what am I saying to you? I didn't play 13 years. I played 4 years. And after looking at my per 36, for my 4 years that I played,
nice.
I don't feel bad about falling short of the expectation because I know I could have been. I know what I was doing. And so for guys like Greg, Kwame, all the guys on the outside, it's like, all right, I may not have taken advantage of my ability in the NBA. I might not have maximized my shit. I may have gotten hurt early, and I didn't rehab to the maximum. I didn't take it as serious, whatever the case may be. Everybody got regrets, but that's where the mental health come in, where you got to understand there's other people going through the same type of shit, and sometimes it's out of your control. Sometimes when people then bring up those old scars, you have to fight for yourself, and then you have to attack everybody that's attacking you. I get it.
But that's the difference. Injury. Y'all had to accept something, right? So when you say 13 years, right, I'm sitting back like, if that's what you want to hang your hat on, is that you lasted 13 years. That becomes a problem because of this. Who you are of 13 years don't match what you did because of this. In our era, a healthy 7-footer, a healthy center made $10 million. Kenyon, there was a guy, you was a free agent. I heard the story of what you said. There was a free agent who averaged 3 points and 3 rebounds and got paid. What did you say as a free agent? Right? Shit, hey, he averaged 3 and 3 and got that. Shit, I can average 6 and 6 and double that. Yeah. A dude signed $42 million, averaged 3 and 3 just because he was a big man. Yeah. He said, shit, give me 80 fucking 4, I'll give you a 6 and 6. Right. that was it right now. So I'm saying, like, don't blame everybody else for what you decided to do. You decided to be.
But that's where I'm at with it. I'm at this point where even for Kwame, even for guys who've been in the position of the traumatic experience of blaming the whole experience, you've been blaming because you've turned into an investigator. We're trying to find out why this happened. What happened? Why it happened? How did it get here where this is not good enough for the people who I'm playing for? The numbers I'm giving you ain't good enough. Okay, I need to do more. Mm-hmm. But mentally, when you quit the game and you look back and you like, damn, motherfuckers really not fucking with all the work I put in? What? You're not fucking with?
I don't think people are owning that shit. See, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right
that's
now.
The problem. You own yours.
I want them all to own it. I want us all to be accountable, not only for what has happened in our careers, but where we are right now. All the former athletes are struggling and trying to figure out.
You can't grow if you don't own your shit.
Man, I want to come on. I had so many players. I want to come on the pod. I want to tell my story. I know what your story is. I went through it. Mm-hmm. Let me tell your story from my lens and then see if that can help you a little bit. Yeah. Accountability, bro. This all our fault.
You know, I'm not going to lie. Udonis Haslem said some shit to me. He was like, dude, you was out the league for 3 years, rehabbing every day. And I was literally sitting there like, shit, I ain't even thinking of it because I just had the mode. I was like, I'm getting back. I'm going to get there. But also, we at this point now that we got to own our own shit. Like, everything I did, everything I just said, it's in the past, but it's still part of my fucking story.
Exactly.
I can't change that shit. That's why I hate them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
No, that motherfucker blew the whistle. What you talking about? It's done. It's called. Own that shit. Like, what are you talking about?
That's why I keep poking, because you don't want to own it. So you don't change. Don't change the history. The history is the history. You still alive, dog. You can still tell your story. Don't tell a story that you created to survive. Tell your actual story.
But I'll say
your story is your story. You can't run from it and pretend you were something else.
But you can help.
No, I tried. Now
you could try harder.
Now I just want to poke.
You could try harder, man.
I just want to poke.
Because if that bridge between you and him can be mended, it can help a lot of other people see it.
Like even me, I'm sitting here like, okay, you had Jordan or 18. Like I was, I had run-ins with Jordans, right? So I know mentally how he is, right?
Right.
I got to Washington after, right? So I seen the effect on it. Me and him never had a problem because I already knew what he was going through, right? I already knew, like, okay, let me just not even go there, right? So when he missed shots or this, I never said not a motherfucking thing, right? I just let him be him, right? Because I knew it mentally, it's gonna take take some time. He goes from MJ, then he goes over to Kobe. Oh, goddamn.
Worse.
Go goddamn.
Worse.
That's a 40-year-old fucker.
Worse.
Now you're going to damn near 20-something? Oh, you in trouble, right? That's why I never said, I always...
So imagine the whoopings he been taking.
Of course.
And then he's like, y'all, if he thinking, y'all can't whoop me, I'm about to whoop on y'all. Y'all ain't MJ and Cole. I don't give a fuck what y'all talking. So that's the energy that's been going back and forth. It's like...
But you got to say it, though.
Yeah.
The only reason we having a problem is I'm telling you who you are. I don't know what you created, but you can't grow if you keep pretending you was something else. You pretending that if you played 36 minutes, you would have per 36 you would average 11. You average 9, 11. Goddamn, you played 37 minutes. Like, grow, because if you can't heal yourself, you can't move forward. Like me, the gun thing. I'm mad that they told on me, not realizing, motherfucker, I'm the cause of it. If I didn't do my part, there wouldn't have been no tale. But I can't keep blaming them for looking out for themselves. I should have looked out for myself. But there was a period of time where I'm looking at them. Oh, I was their franchise guy. This how they did me. This, I'm not growing. It's all black energy. When I had to look back and say, if I wouldn't have done my part, then they wouldn't have done their part. It's me. It's my problem. I gotta. Took me some years.
Wait, hold on, no. Kwame and Kobe and that motherfucker was like, no, give him the ball again. We was watching that. I was watching that motherfucking game. No, give him the ball again. Fucking terrible ass motherfucker. Like talking shit to his own teammate. That's disrespectful to the motherfucker.
Give him the ball.
Like, that's tough.
But
that's tough to go
it starts off with, and that's where the growth should have happened early, right? When someone like Kobe's like, no, because you got to remember, with Kobe, he told Kobe, I don't want the ball. So Kobe's like, no, you're going to keep giving that motherfucker the ball. We keep giving it to him. Fuck him. And trying to make him grow, but that's Kobe's mind. Mm-hmm. He don't want it. No, we're going to keep giving it to him. But the problem already started a long time ago. Mm-hmm. But that's what I'm saying. But the problem is watching a teammate sit there every day like, yo, if you just tell your story, trust me, the world gets lifted from you.
I know.
You're holding on. The more you keep lying about who you were, but I'm saying, the more you keep lying about who you are, the more you can't walk.
I know, but look,
North Carolina.
This is the problem.
Now, how you feel after that, though?
It's because people are trying to tell you who you are.
Because they see, no.
That's what's happening.
The people who was there is trying to tell you who you are.
Yeah, whoever. But what's going on is the triggers are happening, and y'all trying to tell me who I am and what I went through. And I'm trying to tell y'all wrong. But y'all trying to tell me y'all right about my shit.
But the problem is, who's right? the person you telling who you are that you created because of all of this, or the people who was there to say, hey, no, come on, dog. Come on. Stop blaming him. That wasn't his fault. You just didn't go to the gym, dog. You didn't go to the gym, you went to the bar. Right? Hey, if you couldn't handle the pressure, trust me, back then there was no guidance. We didn't fucking know what to do. So if you having a problem and you think drinking is the thing to do, okay, cool. But that was you. You did that.
But the circumstances,
just say, hey, man, look.
Circumstances are different when you got the pressure of being the #1 pick and the motherfucker who drafted you do not fuck with you, do not want you, and they get rid of you until you go to another motherfucker who's like, man, why y'all give me this motherfucker? So think about what's going on.
But you...
It's triggering.
It's triggering. Think
right
about
now.
what you have to go through.
But how do you...
And then you got other motherfuckers re-stabbing you. What's up? You remember this?
I mean,
you remember that?
We live in this age where you can make your own narrative. We live in social media age. So what you talking about, it was like, no, you got to own your shit. No, I'm going to make whoever I want to be.
And that's the problem. Making whoever you want to be, that's not survival.
And on that note, I feel like that's a good place to stop for us today.
Like, you grown. That crazy, listen, you're crazy. Listen, you're crazy still, right? Right, you crazy still. But
there's nothing crazy about the truth, man.
But when you first came in here, everybody in the chat can say, when you first came in here versus who you are now, you grown. Mm-hmm. We all are different than when we first started the podcast.
I told you, when he first walked in.
When he first walked in, that energy you had, that is different. It's different.
Nothing has changed.
Hey, but what's crazy, though, I don't think y'all understand. I remember him. I remember looking up to this motherfucker. The energy he shows on this show, that was the energy that motherfucker walked around with. Yeah. Nigga, that backwards, hey, that big white tee, that was him.
But it's different energy. The nigga happy, like you're glowing, nigga.
Yeah. It's because I ain't got to go through shit.
Because you don't got shit. You don't got nothing on you.
I had a pathway I had to mend. I had to go through this shit.
You had to go.
I had to go through the trenches.
Thank you.
I had things in the way to even sit here.
Yes.
Right? But I had accountability as well.
Yes, sir.
Let me clean up my
clean
take.
up your mess.
Let me clean up, what I say about people. I'm going to make it a lot harsher.
I love it.
Not give a fuck a lot more.
I love it. Keep talking.
Let's go.
Flush the toilet. Sometimes we just got to...
And we will continue to do that here on Dills Arena.
I owe $400. God damn it.